It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is June 12th, and you are listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I am meteorologist Abby Dyer, and we are in for a nice summer day across the Ozarks today, but the heat builds, and we are going to be back in the mid 80s across the Ozarks this afternoon. I have temperatures this morning that are pretty comfortable, though. As of 5 o'clock in the morning, we're neither side of 60 degrees. Comfortable this morning, so maybe get that morning walk in, get the dogs out early today because heat by this afternoon. It's going to be pretty hot. A good pool day across the Ozarks and definitely a good day to find some shade in the Ozarks as well. As heat builds, I expect temperatures will be pushing 80 degrees by the lunch hour. We'll land today in the mid and upper 80s across the region, and sunshine is back in the forecast today. I have sunny skies in the forecast, perhaps a few passing clouds through the course of the day, but a whole lot in the way of sunshine, and a south breeze is in the forecast today as well. Nothing too strong, only about 5 miles an hour, so the wind won't help to cool you off at all today. I do have temperatures that are likely going to build even further. So if you have to get something done, maybe you need the grass cut or something, and it's finally dry enough after a weekend rain that you're able to get out, take advantage of today because temperatures, they're only going up for the rest of the work week. And it looks like we're going to stay pretty hot for the weekend. We are pretty quiet here in the middle part of the country with activity down in southern Florida and well up in the Great Lakes region in the northern plains. We're seeing some widespread rainfall and even some potential for severe weather there today. Relative humidity is going to increase for us a bit. So even though high temperatures may land at about 86, it could feel like 90 today. And I have temperatures that may actually hit 90 degrees as early as tomorrow. Now, there will be a bit of a high dew point with that, which means relative humidity could feel even worse. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are talking about some heat building across the Ozarks, and heat index values may be landing anywhere from 90 to 100 as we head closer to the weekend forecast. In comparison, today looks rather nice. I have a high temperature of 86 here in Springfield. There may be a few places that make it to the upper 80s, but we've got mostly sunny skies in the forecast for the remainder of the work week. And even as we head into the weekend, temperatures are going to be at 90 in the forecast on Thursday. Then we're going to be in the low 90s both Friday and Saturday. Again, that comes with a heat index value that's feeling closer to the triple digits. You may have been wondering, where is summertime? We've been in this active rainy pattern. Here it is. We have this dry stretch of weather, heat that's going to build, and even the extended charts looking like we'll see some above average temperatures and very light rainfall chances in the forecast as we round out the month of June, which is okay. We could use a break from the rainfall. Water levels are up in many locations, and we have some dry time ahead. Around the country, what's making headlines today, it's that slight risk of excessive rainfall for parts of the southern tip of Florida. Just a ton of moisture. There's a tropical system down in the Gulf creating a whole lot of rain for Florida. Many places of Florida already seeing more than 2 inches of rain just this week, just yesterday, in fact. More rain on the way for them today. And then severe thunderstorms are possible in the northern plains today. Thankfully, none of that activity is in the forecast for us here in the Ozarks. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. This one's kind of fun. If you need to stock up and make a survival survival kit, you don't just want canned foods. What do you think? What is the only food that never goes bad? And the options that I gave you were A, white rice, B, honey, C, soy sauce, or D, dried beans. Well, all on the list very rarely go bad. I mean, it takes a lot to get these products to expire, but one is to be said to be the only food that never goes bad, and that is B, honey. Now, I was surprised by this because I've definitely had, the honey in the pantry that kind of like crosses over, or it looks old, it won't come out of the bottle. All you have to do is reheat it. It's still good. Bacterial growth, very difficult to do in honey. Honey has been called the only food that truly lasts forever. It's all thanks to its magical chemistry and the handiwork of the bees. The nectar from flowers mixes with enzymes inside the bees that extract it, which changes the nectar's composition, breaks it down into simple sugars that are deposited into the honeycombs. And then we get the benefits of the bees' hard work. The enzymes from the bees' stomachs create the liquid. It is highly acidic and it is low in moisture, which is truly inhospitable for bacteria to grow. So, thank you, bees. Honey, the answer. Congrats if that was your guess. By the way, I mentioned the other options are all on the list of very rarely goes bad: soy sauce, dried beans, and white rice. I found this really interesting about white rice. I learned that making this question. Researchers have found that white rice will maintain its nutrient content and flavor for 30 years when it is stored in oxygen free containers in temperatures below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. However, brown rice does not last nearly as long. Comparatively, it only lasts 6 months compared to the 30 years of white rice. So if you're looking for something that is really going to have some shelf life, pick the white rice over the brown. All right, here's your question that I have for you tomorrow. Speaking of things that stay good for a long time, nearly all fossils are preserved in what type of rock? Do you think it is A, volcanic, B, igneous, C, sedimentary, or D, metamorphic? Let me know what your guess is. You can do that at aroundtheozarks.com. Just head on over to the website, click on the trivia question link there. It is free to enter. You can take your guess, and the prize every single weekday is $20 to Scooter's Coffee for a correct guess. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Scooter's Coffee and Rescue Towing. And thank you for starting your day with us here at Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I appreciate you listening. I'm meteorologist Abby Dyer. Have a fantastic day. We will chat again tomorrow morning.